Life of the Party is the latest comedy starring Melissa McCarthy, and it's about her as a recently divorced mom who basically needs to find a new purpose, a new direction in life after her divorce. Her daughter's in college, so she realizes that she only has 1 year of college left to graduate, so she re-enters college, and it just so happens to be the same college that her daughter attends. While she's there, she makes friends with her daughter's sorority sisters. So it's kind of like Back to School meets The House Bunny, and unfortunately not as funny as either one of them. Now, I really like Melissa McCarthy, especially in small doses. I think she's great as a supporting character. Some of her starring features have been pretty funny. I really like Spy, for example, but she really needs to stop working with her husband, Ben Falcone. This is their third feature together, the first two being Tammy and The Boss. Tammy, I thought, was just utter shit. It's just garbage film, nothing redeeming about it. I couldn't even barely finish that movie, it was so bad. The Boss was a little bit better, but again, she played a really unlikable character, and that seems to be the theme in the movies where they collaborate together. For some reason, they always seem to make Melissa McCarthy some kind of really quirky, unlikable character. I don't get that, because if you're writing your material, you really have an opportunity to make yourself shine and bring out your best features, but they seem to do the opposite and make her really unlikable. In Life of the Party, she is more likable than her past films, but the first 15 or 20 minutes of the film or so, man, I could just barely tolerate her. Her momness was just so over the top. It was like on a 12 on a scale of 10, and I'm like, is this gonna be like that for the whole movie? And then the good thing is she does kind of tone it down. But then I thought about it, and that reversal of character really stood out to me as the film went along. They took such time and effort to establish her character as this really overbearing, annoying type of mom, but then when she enters college and she makes friends, that identity is virtually erased and you don't see that person anymore. So the essence of that character is no longer there, and she turns into a totally different person. Now, there are lots of films where the protagonist starts off with one personality, and over the course of the film they slowly change and they become better or more likable and whatnot, and this follows that same pattern. But usually they do keep a part of that essence of what the character was before they went through a transformation. But in Life of the Party, Melissa McCarthy's character, her mom, she does a total 180, and she's nothing like the character she was in the beginning. I thought that was very odd and very inconsistent. So yeah, I like the fact that she became more likable, but at the same time, if you're writing this film, you really need to have some consistency in there and not just change the character totally like that. I thought that just really took me out of the film quite a bit. And this being a comedy, of course, the humor is very important, and the jokes that are there, they're just so very bland, very vanilla. Nothing really stands out. There were a few moments where I kind of chuckled a little bit, but overall the jokes are just very forgettable, very generic. There's no real identity to this film. It tries so hard to be Back to School, but Melissa McCarthy is no Rodney Dangerfield, and the characters are just very one note. There's just one bitchy student who is just mean to Melissa McCarthy, but for no reason at all. There is just no explanation. She's just a bitch just to be a bitch. And to me, that's just lazy writing. Every villain, even in silly comedies, they have a reason for being how they are, but this student is just nasty for no reason at all, and I thought that was just another example of the lazy writing in this film. The one redeeming aspect of the film is I really like the actress who played the student who was in an 8-year coma. She was great in Community and the Netflix series Love. I'm a big fan of hers. I don't know her name, but she's a great actress. I just love her delivery, and she does really well in this movie. But other than her, none of the other characters really stand out whatsoever. Melissa McCarthy, she's really trying hard. I'll give her that. She's really giving it her all to be that next great comedy star, and I'm just not feeling it, especially with Life of the Party. Not the right vehicle for her. She needs to find different writers. So Life of the Party for me gets a 5 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see more movie reviews in the future, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Thanks.